Hey everyone, welcome to our tutorial on setting up your C++ development environment. In this video, we'll be walking you through the steps to configure your system for C++ programming. The first step in setting up your C++ development environment is to choose an integrated development environment or IDE. Popular options include Visual Studio, Visual Studio Code, C-Line, CodeBlocks, and Ellipse. Now select the IDE that best suits your preferences and requirement. In this video, we'll be installing Visual Studio Code as our default IDE. Now for this, what you have to do, you have to basically open your browser and you can search for Visual Studio Code. And upon this, you'll be finding out this website, which is code.visualstudiocode.com. You can navigate to this download. Now upon here, you will be finding out the download for different specific OS. So I am having Windows over here. So I'll be basically clicking on this. Upon clicking on this, the download will automatically start and it will take some time completely upon your internet speed. Okay, so while it is downloading, there are few more things. So we'll be also requiring a C++ compiler. Now, installing a C++ compiler for Windows user, you can use MinGW, which provides the GCC compiler suite. On Mac OS, you can use Clang, which is included with Xcode command line tools. For Linux user, you can install GCC via the package manager. Now here, I will be basically setting up MinGW. For this, what you have to do, you have to basically search for MinGW. And you will be finding out this SourceForge website. You have to click on this. And you can click on this download button. And upon clicking on this, your download will automatically start, which will take some time to download. Okay, so the downloading process has started. And now we can see that both of them have been downloaded. What I will be doing, I will be basically clicking on this MinGW setup. Now it will open this window. You have to click on this install. You can click on this continue. It will take some time to download, few of the files. Okay, now you have to click on this continue button. And then you'll be finding out all of this. Now what you have to do, you have to basically, mark all of this for installation. So mark all of this as for your installation. You have to mark all of this. And then you can basically say apply changes. And now you have to click on this apply. And it will basically download all the things and it will, do all of these things. Till then, what we can do, we can basically click on this download and we can navigate to this VS Code user setup. It will open up this window. We have to click on this I accept the agreement, click on this next, click on this next, click on this next. Then you can click on this create a desktop icon, which will basically create a desktop shortcut for you. Now click on this next, click on install. Now it will basically install the VS Studio Code in your system. Okay, now we can click on this finish button. Okay, now it will by default, open the file which is pre-existing if you have already installed it earlier. But if you haven't, then you'll be getting a different window. What I will be doing, I'll be basically clicking on this file. I can, click on this open folder. I can select any place like desktop, or you can select, any drive. You can create a new folder over here. And then you can give your folder a name. I will be not giving it right now. Then I can select this folder and you will be getting out this thing. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be coming to this thing, this extension over here. Click on this. And you have to install a few of these things. Like you have to install this C++, IntelliSense. So you can search for C++. And if you will press enter, you'll be able to find out these things, which are C++, right? So you have to install this IntelliSense and you have to also install this extension pack, right? Now the next thing will be that we will be requiring a code runner. So we can search for code runner, press enter. You will be finding out this code runner, this Junhan code runner. You have to install this also. Now after that, what you have to do, you have to basically come to the setting. In this setting, come over here to the settings, search for code runner. And after searching for this, you have to navigate down and you will be finding out this thing, which is code runner run in terminal. So by default, it will be unchecked for you. So you have to check this box over here, and then you can close this up. Now our Visual Studio Code is ready and we can start writing our code. Before that, we have to verify that our installation is done for the MingGW. So it will take some time. We can wait for that. Okay, now we can close this dialog box. We can close this also. Okay, now we can also minimize this for a minute. Now we have to come to this PC, select this C drive. We'll be finding out this MingGW, select this bin, select the entire path, which is C MingGW bin. Copy this one. Now come down, search for environmental variables. Now over here, select this environment variables. Come over to the system variables. Over here, you have to navigate a little bit down, and then you will be finding out this path. Click on this. Now paste your path over here, which was this C MingGW bin. Click on this OK, click on this OK, click on this OK. Now what we have to do, we have to basically verify that our compiler has been installed successfully. For this, what we can do, we can come over here, search for CMD, and you can simply say gcc -- version. And if you are able to see this version, that means you have successfully installed your GCC. You can also check for G++, and you can do the same thing, G++ -- version. And you'll be finding out this G++ version. And if you are able to see both of these things, which means basically you are having your GCC and G++ successfully installed in your system, you can close up this window. You can come over here, create a new file, name this file something as main.cpp. Now you can write any code over here. Like I can write something like #include iostream, and then I can say something like int main, and I can have something like return 0 over here. I can basically specify a cout over here, something like hello world. I'll be also required to specify the namespace as std for default. Okay, now we are basically having all the things, semicolon over here. Now we can save this code and we can come over here, and then you have to select on this run code. And upon this, you'll be able to see this output. Congratulations, you have successfully set up your C++ development environment. You are ready to start coding and building amazing projects in C++. Happy coding! Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more tutorials on C++ programming.